Hi folks, today I'm going to show you how to change the coolant or antifreeze from a Honda Shadow VLX 1988. I have it already standing on a homemade lift here. I have this lift and a piece of wood on the back. I like to lift the back tire so I can get to the bottom. Bike much easier. What you need is a pan, this funnel here, maybe some small pliers, Phillips head, 10mm little wrench there, maybe a flashlight, the coolant, which I got from AutoZone, some gloves, and some rags. It helps if you have the bike lifted up so you can see better at the bottom. Okay, what you'll need, the first thing you'll need to do is take off the front cover here of the bike. There's going to be a little screw right there that you take off, and then the panel comes right off. You have to pull a little, and there's the cap for the coolant. The other plugs you'll need to open will be the back of the cylinder has a plug that you'll need to open. It's right there. It's right there, that plug right there. There's also one down at the bottom of the bike, which is right there. That'll help you drain. This is the pipe, the main pipe that goes into the motor. And you'll also need to worry about the reservoir, which is right there. And it'll say right there. It'll say low, high. It has to be. You have to make sure that the coolant is in between. The reservoir, I did not see a drain plug for it, so we're probably gonna have to, that pipe right there, we're gonna have to open it in order for the old coolant or antifreeze to come out. It's this pipe right there for the reservoir. Okay, I'm opening up this cap. This bike has 30,000 miles. I got it about 3,000 miles ago, and probably has never had the coolant change, or maybe once. By the way, the reason why I'm doing this is because the dealer wanted to charge me. I took the bike to the dealer to do a safety inspection, which cost me 40 bucks. They checked everything in 10 minutes, and they basically said that I needed two main things done to the bike. The coolant, antifreeze needed to be changed, and the brake fluid also. But they wanted to charge me $250 to do that. So instead I went to the store and I got myself a brake vacuum pump, the brake fluid, the coolant, and it was like 50 bucks, less than $50 for all that. Like so, and then we're going to take care of that plug right there, and the cylinder plug. But I don't see how I can get a pan down there. It's just going to have to probably drain down the side and to the bottom. Coolant did start coming out. Just be careful not to get that anywhere in your paint, because it will eat it away, and do not try to get it on your skin or anywhere in your lips or your eyes or anything, or you're gonna be burning for a while. Let that whole thing drain. If you have the cap on the top, open, it'll drain faster. Okay, now I'm doing the back of the cylinder here. Yep, it's draining back there through the back of the cylinder, the green liquid. Yeah, make sure he's out of here. Don't let him in here then, because I'm distracted. There we go. I just opened up that pipe down there, and all that antifreeze from the reservoir is coming out. To put the tube back in on the reservoir, you put the tube back in, but then those little clips, once you press them in to take the tube out, that wire is gonna stay a little loose. So I recommend to use some needle nose pliers and I don't know, some other pliers or to basically stretch them apart again, so that connection could be nice and tight. Before I fill up the bike with coolant antifreeze, I wanted to show you how to fill up the reservoir. Before I do so, you put a all the way down to the reservoir down there, which could also be seen right here. And it needs to be, if you look at it, it'll say low high. It needs to be between there, between the low and the high. Here, put it right there. And just fill it up. The antifreeze. Okay, I was going to mention this cap had a little plastic here that you had to rip apart before you open it, and it's pretty tight. Make sure you verify that on the antifreeze or coolant gallon that you're going to buy. When you open it, make sure the seal is completely tight on it, and also check the back of the bottle and make sure that it was recently manufactured. This one says 2012. Can't focus very well with this thing, but it does say it there. I don't know if you can see it. Damn, this thing needs, it's bad. It's terrible at focusing. But anyways, it says that, you know, if it says 2005, 2006, that's too old. And then your antifreeze coolant will be, it will have humidity in it, more humidity in it, supposedly. And especially if this is cracked or open. So make sure about that. Make sure of that. Okay, so you need to fill it up until you get it like that. Let me show you. So it looks like that. Then we're going to turn it on and let it drain into the engine. Let it fill the engine with it. And as we have it turned on, then we're going to fill it up some more. And also watch the we want to watch the reservoir, that it doesn't go too high as we're filling it. Now I'm going to turn on the bike, and it's going to go. This is going to go down. It's going to look empty again. So then I just need to keep filling it until it looks a little bit full, a little bit more full, and also check the reservoir. Okay, after turning the bike on, it went down just a little bit. Just fill it up some more while it's on, and then turn it off. Okay, notice over here it says reservoir tank. Add coolant up to upper level. So we're going to add to the up level of the reservoir. I would recommend to put a rag right there because it kind of leaks a little bit, so you won't get the tire dirt. Okay, just pour it in real slow, or it will come out from there and into the rag. As we can see, you have to pour it in really slow into the reservoir. Okay, make sure you check the level after you turn it on, and that it's where the up is down here, the reservoir, so it's a little bit higher. That's okay. And then go for a test. I would recommend to take your bike for a spin, maybe for 15-20 minutes. Let it warm up, and actually, make it nice and hot so you could have use of the cooling system. Well, while you're going, you may want to go up and down your block, maybe a few blocks from home, and check to make sure that stop once in a while and see if the reservoir is spitting out some coolant from the tube down below. That tube right there. If it's coming out, then that means you put too much in your reservoir. You could put it up to where it says up, or maybe a little bit higher. That's okay. And then when you come back, wait about an hour until your bike cools down, and then open everything back up again and inspect to make sure it's full of coolant after it's cooled, after it has been cooled, after it has cooled off, and also make sure you check for leaks. Okay, so I rode it for a while. I made it really hot, and I didn't notice any leaking in the reservoir tube. And another thing you may want to look out for when you test it is the temperature part of your speedometer here. If that lights up, then you may have a problem. And again, once it cools off, check the cap here, inside there. Check your reservoir. Make sure it is where it says up instead of low. To open this, you gotta unhook it from down here, like so, and then yank it from this. There's a little knob there that goes in this hole. Don't do this while the bike is hot. Don't open it while the bike is hot. You gotta wait till the bike cools off. Then you can check everything. Close it back up. Don't forget to put the little screw over here, which I did. We'll check it again once it cools off in about an hour.